world with it. Worldwide to the 12 tribes. We going all around the world with it. New breed. Let's tell the world over. Yeah, ravenous wolves, they don't have the pull to stop just what we do. Like a bull in a China shop, what we running through. Judah black into the ground, yeah, I'm a real Jew. And Christ gon' kill the wicked, all in one swoop. And you're sending a God, you sending a God. This venom is strong, these lyrical bombs laced. Needle to the record, it might blow up in your face. It's fire in my windpipe, danger, it ain't safe. Redemption survive only cause of God's grace. We remain in solitude, they act funny, comic view. One is all locked down like it's county blues. Got halos all around like them Audi loops. Getting goosebumps every time the angels move. Time to pay your dues, too courageous to lose. Keep my name out your mouth cause you ain't walked in these shoes. Yeah, they ain't stopping the truth. They did everything in power trying to silence the bruise. Transparent as we go round and round, full circle. Truth ain't stopping till we reach all around the world. As we go round and round, we go to the world till we reach all around the globe. As we go round and round, we go all around the world until we reach all around the globe. Full circle, we go round and round, we go worldwide until we reach all around. Yeah. We justify freely to speak while we reconcile meaningless beefs. Change the course of your life before you reach in defeat. Got people leeching indeed, blood suckers with fangs. Make them look at you strange when they ain't getting their way. Some people plan for the future, some people live for the day. Well, I choose to do both, to keep ambitions at bay. The world is full of corruption, they getting hit with them plagues. Now the children of slaves are walking right through the maze. You never topple the jakes, keep it live in your face. They blotted out in a thick cloud. You better get on your ish now before they just flip out. This chopper got kicked wild, your ligaments ripped out. Precision is on point, no religion, just raw source. Fulfilling a large void in the midst of a damn war. Samurai with the work, got me swinging a sharp sword. As we go round and round, full circle, truth ain't stopping till we reach all around the worldwide. As we go round and round, we go, truth ain't stopping. We going global all around the globe. As we go round and round, let's to the world over until we reach all around the globe. Yeah, as we go round and round, we go worldwide, 12 tribes all around the globe. Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. If you like that song right there, it's called Round the Globe, and that's actually from myself. And you can find that track on New Breed Music and Motivation. All right, artist name I Am New Breed. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow me on that channel as well, y'all, because there's a lot of fire music on there. Tonight's stream, we're going to be keeping it 1,000 tonight. There's going to be no sugarcoating in this stream. I'm going to be very blunt and upfront with y'all. I'm not going to walk on eggshells. I'm not going to play politics with anybody. This is just going to be the utter, brutal truth in its entirety about all the snakes, ravenous wolves, deceivers, devils that we actually have among us. Those that look like us, they act like us, and they talk like us, but they not us. In fact, they don't have our best interests at heart. Not at all. And they need to be exposed. See, one thing about this platform here is it's always been brutal honesty. It's always been truth, because that's what the Most High is putting on his people. Because the truth is the only thing that's going to set us free. And the truth is not personal. You're going to have enemies when you tell the truth. You're going to make enemies when you speak the truth. Christ had enemies. He had the Pharisees and scribes. He even had those who was in his inner circle, like Judas. And all Christ did was speak the truth. And I'm not no way, shape, or form comparing myself to Christ at all. But what I'm saying is we're supposed to take on the same attributes. And we're supposed to be no nonsense with this truth. You know, we often talk about how we have to solve our problems from the inside. Speaking of people from the diaspora, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and so forth. We always speaking about how we got to, solve things from an internal standpoint. How we got to deal with our situations and our problems. But when it's time to actually be bold as lions and nip certain things in the bud, it seems like a lot of us be afraid to speak the truth, the utter blunt truth for what it is. I, for one, have no holds barred when it comes to this truth, because I understand that people's lives are in jeopardy. People's lives are in jeopardy when they following behind these Judas goats. A Judas goat is one who appears to be a sheep, but they're literally leading the sheep to the slaughter. When people's lives are in jeopardy, there's no way that I'm going to sit back and remain silent. And in today's stream, we're going to go in. We're going to bring some sources. We're going to talk about the agents that's not the agents. We're going to talk about the deceivers. We're going to use the word deceivers today. Some of them are agents. Some of them are snakes. But a lot of the times, in their hearts, they're really just deceivers. They get a piece of the pie for deceiving people. You living in an information highway where when the truth is spoken, it's hard to even fathom the truth because there's so much misinformation and disinformation coming from all angles. But the truth is what sets us free. Straight up. Matthew chapter 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets when they come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Beware of false prophets. You see the hat? Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they ravenous wolves. Now there's so many layers to that scripture. You got people around you right now who are soft-spoken, who seem to have your best interests at heart. You got various teachers and leaders who speak very eloquent. They can utilize their vocabulary like none other. They seem to be nice people. They're always smiling. They seem to be, friendly people. They seem to be operating on a very high vibration. But they're deceiving you because they're not telling you what's really going on. They're just giving you the runaround. And then you got those who are right there beside you, who look like you, act like you. These people who always find it necessary to get close and in your inner circle to get as much information about you as possible. So it's layers to this particular verse. What I want to talk about today is I want to talk about these cults. I want to talk about these false leaders, these false prophets, these false teachers, these deceivers. And I'm going to bring some sources Because if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, they are on stage 2 of the King Alfred plan. A lot of your highly notable figures are now being used, blatantly being used, to roll out these needles. They're being blatantly used to roll out these needles. They're being blatantly used to lead sheep to the slaughter. And they're using all your notable figures, everybody within your community who has some level of leadership. They're being used. And it's a sad, sad situation. It really is. I spoke about this some time ago when I was exposing cults. I had a video called A Nation Built on Cults. And this exact moment that we're in right now, everything that I said in that video is now happening with these cults. These damn groups. These damn so-called congregations. Now, let me say this off break. Let me put the disclaimer out there. None of my opinions, none of my thoughts, none of the facts that I'm about to bring has anything to do with NIOC, the Nation Institute of Christ. I am affiliated with that group. We come together to mobilize, and we come together to do work and charitable work for our community. But my opinion, my thoughts, and my reactions to situations that happen among us are solely my thoughts. All right? They're solely my thoughts. Everything that I bring forth is solely coming from me. I, for one, am not coming in the spirit of unity with any of these pharisaical groups, camps, congregations, whatever you want to call them. I don't want any unity with any of these groups. Let's make that very clear. Christ says in Matthew chapter 10, verse 34, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am came not to send peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man at variances against his father, daughter against her mother, daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man for shall be their own household." Pardon me. His enemies will be those of his own household. So Christ ain't about unity. Christ gonna separate the wheat from the tare. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about who's following who. I don't care about these mass organizations. It doesn't impress me. It don't impress me one bit. So let me just put that out there. I'm following the scriptures. I believe it's going to be separation. And the real and the fake are going to be magnified. You're going to know straight up who is for the people and who not for the people. Of course, like-minded people will come together in clusters. But guess what? If you can't even be, if you at variances with your family right now, what makes you think these large groups and camps and congregations have the damn answers? What makes you think they're in unison and they're not, and there's not division going on? Christ come to bring a sword. Straight like that. And I'm not interested in being involved in any of them. Now, we're going to some sources today. Yesterday's stream, last night's stream on Inside the Nation Radio, there was some alarming news that kept on flashing within the chat. And this alarming news was that a very notable figure from the School of Practical Knowledge, ISUPK, he comes out and says that we should take the vaccinations. that everybody who's speaking against taking the vaccinations is conspiracy theorists. This is what is being said, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to some sources, because I knew a long damn time ago what the deal was with all these groups. Now, I want to go to a news clip, right? In this news clip, it's called, and this is in NBC 10, Philadelphia. It's called Face to Face with Hate Groups, Leaders on Growth in the Age of Trump, right? I'm going to play this clip, and I'm going to play it for a reason. It's a reason why this clip is being played. I want you to listen carefully, and I'm going to go to another source to show you why this is being played. All right? Now listen carefully.
Don't celebrate the white man's holiday!
From black separatists on the sidewalk in Philadelphia.
We're in a battle here in our country to preserve what white America started from the get.
To a national socialist in north central Pennsylvania.
Do you believe that most of the evil in the world comes from Islam?
Currently, absolutely.
To an accused anti-Muslim group from Bucks County. Your NBC 10 investigators traveled to find what some call hate.
Now notice, they're putting all of these groups together. They're putting them all together. Israelites, KKK, Muslim extremist groups. They're jamming them all together, right? Pay attention to what they're doing right now.
According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, there's been a rise in hate groups since President Donald Trump's candidacy and election.
Tonight, investigative reporter Mitch Blocker met face to face with the leaders of those groups.
Hands on the wall.
That's pretty part of
Okay.
Before we can meet the leader of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge at its Upper Darby headquarters, we meet his security. Once inside, we get his thoughts on President Trump.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was. And now that Donald Trump is in office, boy, it's clear now.
It's all about racism. The doctrine for years. The white man is the devil. White man, white man, white man, white man, white man. Right? Keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Let me play this, right?
Ending General Yohanna told us his black separatist group is thriving, growing since the November election, but he won't say how many members the group now has.
I never say.
That might be the only thing he has in common with Daniel Burnside, the leader of the National Socialist Movement for Pennsylvania, New Jersey,
The National Social Movement, they walking around with swastikas. They basically like a branch of the Ku Klux Klan. And notice the news is comparing these two people. Why is the news comparing KKK or National Socialist movements with the Israelite group, ISUPK? Why are they doing that? Think about that. I want y'all to put y'all thinking caps on, right? It's all about racial tension. That's all this is about right now. What you're seeing is racial tension being aired and fueled, right?
Delaware and Maryland won't tell us how many people are in his ranks either, but he tells us in Trump, his movement feels like it has a voice.
I chose not to back him and not to breathe his name until he was elected because I didn't want to cause him damage. That's how bad I wanted him in there.
What the Trump campaign and now the Trump presidency have done, in effect, is to normalize or legitimize a lot of the views of these groups.
The Southern Poverty Law Center calls Yohanna and Burnside's organizations hate groups. An act is
they call them hate groups, and this is from the Southern Poverty Law Center, right? That's who's calling them a hate group. The Southern Poverty Law Center. I want you to marinate on everything that's being said right now.
Both men deny. The SPLC says candidate, now President Trump, has played a role in a rising number of hate groups through his rhetoric at his rallies, his policies, and his tweets. The SPLC reports the number of hate groups operating rose to 917 in 2016. That is up from 892 in 2015.
I certainly do think that the Trump campaign and the election have had an effect.
The NBC 10 investigators asked the White House to respond to these claims. A spokesperson referred us to a specific line in the president's February address before Congress.
We are a country that stands united
in condemning hate and evil in all of its very ugly forms.
The Southern Poverty Law Center says anti-Muslim groups in particular have benefited from some of President Trump's policies and his rhetoric, but one of the groups we talked to has a different story.
Islam we have a problem with.
Keith Davies is the executive director of the Shubat Foundation.
Have you received more donations since Trump has been elected president?
No less.
Davies says he's glad the president is willing to talk about what he calls extreme Islam, but theorizes far-right supporters now don't think his group goes far enough. Davies insists his organization is not a hate group. Still, the Southern Poverty Law Center has the Shubat Foundation on its list of hate groups, a list that got longer in 2016.
We are within 100 groups of the highest count we have ever had in some 30 years of counting.
For the investigators, I'm Mitch Blocker, NBC 10 News.
All right, so look. Right before Trump was elected, they gathered these groups and they aired them on the news, right? They showed you on the news that under the Southern Poverty Law Center that these groups were deemed hate groups. But they went and got these groups and they gave them all of this basically publicity, right? They aired them on the news. They got the publicity. They out there on the news. You know, hundreds of thousands of households watched it, right? Now, I want you to hone in on the fact that they were labeled hate groups, right? Now, I'm going to a source, all right? This source is Cointelpro, right? I want to talk a little bit about Cointelpro and the King Alfred plan and the future of America when it comes to martial law. That's what I want to talk about right now. And this source I'm going to is from Internet Archives. It's public domain, but it's hard to find. All right. So thumb the video up because this source I'm going to is not an easy source to come across. It's public domain, but it ain't easy to find. And not too many people are looking for this. All right. Now, we're talking about Cointelpro, the King Alfred plan, and the coming future of America when it comes to martial law. I want y'all to listen carefully to what's being said about Cointelpro. And then we're going to go a little bit more into the King Alfred plan. All right? Listen carefully.
Records show that Cointelpro resource.
Oh, let me go to the beginning here.
Truth Unveiled here, and today we're going to be talking about Cointelpro and all of the operations associated with this, and we're going to be talking about how this relates to what's about to take place and what your government has been preparing for the past how many years. Now we're here at the actual FBI website, or the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and we're at the vault as they call it, and it says Cointelpro. Cointelpro, the FBI began it, which is short for Counterintelligence Program, back in 1956 to disrupt the activities of the Communist Party of the United States. In the 1960s, it was expanded to include a number of other domestic groups such as the Ku Klux Klan, or the KKK, the Socialist Workers Party, and the Black Panther Party. All Cointelpro operations were ended in 1971. Oh, but they weren't, and we're gonna...
No, they wasn't ended, and he's gonna prove it. And I've proved it before. So all of these groups, right? Cointelpro has something to do with them. If they were not infiltrating those groups, they had total control over those groups. Listen again. Well, listen carefully. I'm going to keep playing this. I'm going to let it roll.
Talk more about that. Although limited in scope, about 0.2% of the FBI's workload over a 15-year period, Cointelpro was later rightfully criticized by Congress and the American people for abridging First Amendment rights and for other reasons. Yes, because your FBI is good at doing that. When have they ever followed the Constitution? But anyway, let's keep going, because then it says, here are the groups that they list: white hate groups, New Left, Puerto Rican group.
Did they say hate groups? Did they just list hate groups in Cointelpro? Did this group was this group not on the damn news being listed as a damn hate group under the Southern Poverty Law Center? Is it not in Cointelpro that they will be infiltrating and working with hate groups? Let's continue.
Black extremists, hoodwink, Cuba, Socialist Workers' Party, and espionage program. Now, Wikipedia also gives a brief summary of COINTELPRO, and like I said, later on we'll be talking about how this relates to people like you and me, but it says here, COINTELPRO, which is the counterintelligence program, is a series of covert and often illegal projects conducted by the FBI aimed at surveilling, infiltrating, discrediting, and disrupting
Now listen to that. It's covert. It's all about entertaining, disrupting, distracting. So when you see people yelling on the streets, hey, white man, come here, you the devil, white man. It's all entertainment to me. To me, it's always been entertainment. You got these big old damn ninja samurai suits on, and you screaming through a damn blowhorn. To me, it always been entertainment, to be honest with you. But listen, let's go back and play that. Y'all gotta listen to what's being said here.
American political organizations, but let's not forget peoples too. So what is this all about? Spying and denying it, just like the NSA or the no such agency, the same agency by the FBI aimed at surveilling, infiltrating, discrediting, and disrupting American political organizations, but let's not forget peoples too. So what is this all about? Spying and denying it, just like the NSA or the no such agency, the same agency that was behind the cyber attack recently. But anyway, it says FBI records show that COINTELPRO resources targeted groups and individuals that the FBI deemed quote unquote subversive. And what you're going to see is that in a report that the FBI released back into,
they dealt with groups that they consider subversive, combative, groups that they can use to bring confusion and chaos, pretty much.
That has to do with extremism. You're going to see exactly who they deem as subversive, and trust me, it's not who you think. But according to this, it included the anti-Vietnam War organizers, activists of the civil rights movement or the Black Power movement, and also the Black Panther Party, the feminist organization, anti-colonial movements such as Puerto Rican independence groups, and a variety of other organizations that were part of the New Left, including KKK and white supremacist groups.
Now they lumped them in, they lumped this group in right with KKK and white supremacist group. Did they not lump ISUPK right there with the white supremacists? Did they not call them a hate group live on the news? They are COINTELPRO. I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to give these groups the benefit of the doubt. Not going to do it. It's too late in the game for that. They working for somebody.
Not to mention the Red Scare and the communist propaganda back then, because if you did not agree with the government said, you could have been considered a communist and you would have had to been locked up and detained for further questioning. And we know that nothing is new under the sun. Are they about to do that again? Is terrorism and extremism the new communism? Oh, how history repeats itself. But now we're going to be talking more about how this led into the King Alfred plan, and we're going to be going over Rex 84, Operation Garden Plot, and the McCarran Act. And I know I've gone over some of this before, but we're going to reiterate it so you can see how it's all related.
Yes, indeed. That King Alfred plan is definitely related. When I read over the King Alfred plan, man, it was one agreement in the plan that stated that a leader of a group, right? Any type of religious leader, any type of outspoken individual who was put on, some type of high plateau and held in high regards in our community, like right before a certain event takes place in the earth, right? They got to go and grab these people up and brief them on what they can't talk about. Like, let me give you an example. If, let's say, a war is about to break out, or some type of homegrown, homemade civil war is about to break out, they will go ahead and grab all the leaders, right? they'll basically brief them and be like, look, you can't talk about this, but you can talk about, basically, they're using them. They're telling them what they can and can't touch on. All right.
And now we're going to be talking about why your government is constantly pushing the extremism and terrorism agenda, especially at a time like this, because who are the real extremists and terrorists?
Extremists, hate groups. Ain't that what they call them on the news?
But according to this, the Rex 84 program, which is Readiness Exercise 1984, was a program originally established on the reasoning that if a, quote, mass exodus of illegal aliens crossed the Mexican-U.S. border, they would then be quickly rounded up and detained in detention centers by FEMA. Existence of the Rex 84 plan was first revealed during the Iran-Contra hearings back in 1987 and subsequently reported by the Miami Herald back in 1987, quote, these camps are to be operated by FEMA should martial law need to be implemented in the U.S., and all it would take is a presidential signature on a proclamation and the attorney general's signature on a warrant to which a list of names is attached. But your government has already signed in unconstitutional executive orders that already paved the way for these things. But let's keep going, and there you have it. The real purpose of FEMA is to not only protect the government, but to be its principal vehicle for martial law, and we've talked about this.
So this all leads to martial law. Infiltrating all these groups and leading people to the slaughter is all leading to our freedoms being stripped. All right. Now watch this though. I'm gonna go, in case people want to call this a conspiracy theory, like the King Alfred plan is not real. I'm gonna go to a source. I'm gonna go to Wikipedia just to show you how real it is. The King Alfred plan. It's supposed CIA-led scheme. Now, it says supposed for a reason. We're going to get into that reason. The reason why a lot of people call this a conspiracy is because it started off in a novel, and then it was actually passed through to confuse people. All right? Let's continue. The King Alfred plan is a supposed CIA-led scheme supporting an intentional effort to eliminate people of African descent. All right? Invented by author John A. Williams in his novel, The Man Who Cried I Am. Now, this is what these devils do. They always put something in a movie. They put it in a novel. They put it in a film. They put it somewhere first, right? And then they actually pass it through Congress. So when the truth comes out, or they'll pass it through legislation of some sort, or one of the presidents will pass it. But when the truth comes out about it, they'll say it's a conspiracy because it was first rolled out and introduced through a novel or through a book. Let me show you. 1967 novel, The King Alfred Plan, first appeared in Williams' 1967 novel, The Man Who Cried I Am, an account on the life and death of Richard Wright. In the afterwards to later edition, Williams compares the King Alfred Plan to intelligence program devised by J. Edgar Hoover in the 1960s to monitor the movements of black militants. To monitor the movements of black militants. J. Edgar Hoover devised in 1960s. Yeah. So what you have is art imitating life. You have art imitating life. They'll put it in a book, but actually in the 60s, J. Edgar Hoover already did something similar. To what? Monitor black movements. Now listen, they went to the ISUPK School of Practical Knowledge with news cameras. They seen how their security was set up and everything. They went there with the news cameras, y'all, live on TV. We're going inside the practical school of knowledge. Do that not sound like monitoring to you? They called them a damn hate group on the news, and that was said by the Southern Poverty Law Center. I mean, listen, I know a lot of people in this room, y'all already know the truth. But the reason why I got to put this video out here and tell the truth is because there's a lot of people awakening right now. They're coming into the truth. I'm witnessing it. There's a lot of people learning that they are the children of the Most High. And I got to make sure that they don't follow these damn devils, man. Because our people are so hungry for unity and brotherhood and sisterhood. You think I'm going to sit back and watch these damn devils collect souls? No. You got the wrong one. I pride myself on being a defender of the faith. They're not going to destroy those who are thirsting for the truth. It ain't going to happen. Matter of fact, I'm going to the source of General Yohana from ISUPK coming out and saying that we should get the vaccines. But you know what? I'm going to let him talk. I'm going to react. I'm going to respond. All right? Because everybody could talk about all the other nations, all the other people, and throw all these devices, the white man this, the white man that. If you don't know by now, the problem is our community, our people, the sheep, the sheeps that are being led to the slaughter, these Judas goats, these wolves. That's the problem. These pastors who willing to sit here and sell their congregation out. These camp leaders who willing to sell their congregation out, their followers out. That's the problem. Now let me play it here.
Stand us, okay? And let's be real. I want to be real about something with these vaccines, since the whole vaccine jumped off today, right? So I want to be real about it. First of all, everybody should take the vaccine. Okay? Stop this bullshit about.
Everybody should take it. You hear him? Man, is this your king?
Stand us, okay? And let's be real. I want to be real about something with these vaccines, since the whole vaccine jumped off today, right? So I want to be real about it. First of all, everybody should take the vaccine, okay? Stop that bullshit about the vaccine. Right. Now on the flip side, I understand why black people don't want to take the vaccine.
On the flip side, I understand why black people don't want to take the vaccines. Then why the hell is you talking about take the vaccine? What reason do we have to trust these people? Make it make sense, bruh. Who you working for, man? Make that make sense to me. You saying go ahead and take the vaccines, but I understand why people don't want to take the vaccines. For years, y'all been on the corner talking about the white man, the devil, the white man is evil, the white man, all this. Now you telling us that we need to trust the white man's pseudoscience and take his vaccination. That's what you telling us.
Black people don't want to take the goddamn vaccine because they don't trust your white ass.
So now you telling us to trust them. We don't want to take it because they don't trust your white ass. It's just black and white with y'all, right? Do you know that there's white people who don't want to take the damn vaccine either? Are you not watching the news? Do you not see what's going on in the UK? In the streets of London, they tearing the damn streets apart right now because they don't want to take no damn vaccines. This ain't white or black. They always use race, man. Like, we are not triggered by racism anymore. You got real people who are in the truth, and then you got demons and devils. You can't trigger us through the white man. True Israel is waking up. And we know that everything that we got to deal with it internally. True Israel.
That's what it really comes down to. Black people do not trust what white people gonna put in that goddamn vaccine.
But you just told them to take it. So I'm under the impression you know what the hell's in the vaccine. I'm under the impression this brother know what's in the joint, right? Since you just told us to take it.
because they don't watch white people destroy them over and over and over and over again.
But guess what? It ain't a white man sitting in front of me right now on my screen telling me to go take a vaccination that's been fast-tracked. A vaccination that ain't even been tested on damn animals yet. A vaccination where people are passing out, having convulsions, people are dying.
And if we ain't learned nothing from Nazi Germany, we learned that them Germans, they knew how to kill you right through their medical system. They was
Why tell the truth with a lot? He's doing the same damn thing the news been doing. When the news come on, what they say? I know that y'all had the Tuskegee experiments, and black people have a distrust for the medical pharmaceutical industry because point A, B, and C, but you should take it. You saying the same damn thing the news is saying, man. Am I the only one outraged at this nonsense?
killing every injured and maimed or paraplegic in the entire country. Was doping them up, killing them, doing all kinds of shit to them. So I understand how black people think, but take the goddamn vaccine shot. Stop listening to
But take the vaccine shot.
Conspiracy theorists out here.
Stop listening to the conspiracy theorists. So when Fauci had an interview with Tiffany Haddish, and he said he wants the blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos to get the vaccination, that was a conspiracy. The same people that you're supposed to be leading, that was a conspiracy then.
Telling you not to take the vaccine and all that, man, listen. Let them run through them trials, finish what they got to do, and when the vaccine comes...
Hey, trust that white man. I know I said the white man is a devil, but trust his science. I know that they plagued you in the Tuskegee experiments. I know that they was killing you off left and right. But take them, y'all. Just take them. You gave us all the reasons not to take them and then said, go take them.
Around, don't even sweat that bullshit, man. You understand? The vaccine ain't worse.
You first, Negro. You take it first. I'll sit back and watch this Negro take it. Let's see where you at 2-3 years from now after you take it.
And the crack era was. If you lived through the crack era, then all right, then you know the vaccine ain't worse.
Oh man, these dudes are slow, bro. Hey man, I gotta laugh to stop, man. From hey yo, bro said if you lived through the crack era, you could take these vaccinations. Like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? Like, is this working for the people?
Okay, you lived through the heroin era of
whoever recorded, like, oh damn, dog, oh damn. Hey, my little Boosie, what's the little Boosie voice? Oh no, man. No, man. No, man. No, man. No, he ain't just say that, man. No, you done took it too far, dog. You done took it way too far, dog. No, man.
60s and 70s when niggas was looking like creatures from...
Man, this man just compared taking the vaccinations to the crack era. Taking crack was a choice too, man. Your body, your choice. Shooting crack in your veins was a choice. Are you telling me you shot crack in the 80s? You survived taking some crack. Did you personally shoot some crack up? Was you on the crack? You had to be smoking something to come with this nonsense. The crack era must have really got to you, bruh. For real. If this is what you teaching your people, man, hey, stay away from them damn hate groups, man. The Most High is working. Hey, the Most High is working through each and every one of us. All you men of the truth have the right to go directly to Christ yourself. You ain't got to follow behind nobody. You ain't got to follow New Breed. You ain't got to follow none of these people. If it ain't leading you to opening that book and actually studying to show yourself approved, to hell with it. For real. I'm dead serious, because I ain't saying none of this to say, oh yeah, I got all the answers. I ain't got all the answers, but I'm damn sure ain't gonna tell you to go take this vaccine. I damn sure ain't gonna tell you that. Now listen, I'm going back to a source, right? Because I'm gonna leave no stone unturned here. Let's talk a little bit more about Cointelpro. Cultural decimation is what you're looking at. Cultural decimation. I'm going back to Wikipedia. As a result, word of the King Alfred plan spread through the black community. The truth of its existence often assumed to be unchallenged. Performer and musician Jill Scott Heron created the song King Alfred Plan, included on his 1972 album Free Will. What takes the plan at face value, Jim Jones, you hear me? Jim Jones, head of the apostate Socialist People's Temple, discussed the plan at length in numerous recordings of his rant-style speeches, both in the USA and in Jonestown community and Guyana, treating it as completely genuine. Now, what did Jim Jones do? What did Jim Jones do, y'all? He led a bunch of people to drink the damn juice, right? This is Cointelpro as well. Did you know Jim Jones was Cointelpro? Yep, he was. He had them drink the Kool-Aid, right? And what happened when they drank the Kool-Aid, y'all? What happened when this damn cult leader had all his people drink the Kool-Aid? They died. Oh, and there was a lot of people. It was a lot of our people. There's a lot of black people in there. There's a lot of black folks following Jim Jones. If you look at a documentary, if you look inside his church, I'm telling you, it was a lot of brown skin up in there. Oh, it was other people too sprinkled through. There was some people sprinkled through there. You know, you had a few, few other races. But guess what? His aggressive teachings, that remind you of something? Come here, little white man, you the devil. The white man is responsible for everything. The white man. We the children of Israel, we rising. Real aggressive, a whole lot of energy, right? Jim Jones had the same type of energy. Jim Jones had the same type of energy. He talked them over the ledge, man. He talked them right over the ledge. Man, let's go to Jim Jones. Let's get a reminder of Jim Jones, right? I'm gonna go to a source. And this source is called Jonestown Mass Suicide, Revisiting the Cult That Ended with the Deaths of 900 People. Cults, crimes, and much more.
By a charismatic preacher to build a new society, but it ended, of course, with the tragic deaths of more than 900 people. Here's NBC's Joe Fryer.
Jonestown was supposed to be a paradise in the South American jungle. It was anything but.
The saddest part about this tragedy is that good, decent people died who were well-intentioned.
The story begins in America during the 1970s when Jim Jones created a religious movement called...
Now, Cointelpro was created in the 1960s by J. Edgar Hoover. It wasn't until the 70s where this atrocity happened.
People's Temple. The charismatic minister fought for civil rights and had a multiracial family.
It was the original, right?
It was very multiracial. It was a melting pot of people, but there was a lot of our people in there, a whole lot.
Both family.
Including his adopted son, Jim Jones Jr.
Did his message at the time resonate with you?
Yes. No.
And this a black man right here that they're interviewing, asking, did his message resonate with you? This is actually the adopted son of Jim Jones. Wow. Didn't know that he adopted a black son. Never knew.
No sexism, racism.
But in the new book, The Road to Jonestown, author Jeff Gwynne details how Jones started to change.
He's convinced himself that he is some sort of superhuman martyr.
Jones persuaded nearly 1,000 followers to move to a remote jungle in Guyana.
The concept was to build a new world.
A socialist utopia.
Jonestown was described as its paradise, and it was not.
Former member Leslie Wagner Wilson says followers were overworked and underfed.
And then as time wore on, I realized that there was no future in Jonestown. Jim became increasingly paranoid.
Jones was obsessed with revolutionary suicide. He felt followers...
Revolutionary suicide, damn. That's crazy.
...should be prepared to die for their cause, even having them drink fruit punch he claimed was poison.
Only
having them drink fruit punch that he claimed is poison. And here's the thing, look. If the leader of ISUPK, Johanna, right, don't know what's in the vaccines, then he should just shut his ass up about whether people should take it or not. If he don't know what's going on, he shouldn't say a damn thing about it. Right or wrong. Just keep your damn mouth closed. You said it yourself. You know, let's let these people do what they're going to do and just sit back and see what the hell's going to happen. Let's see what happens. Sit back and let people make their own decision. But for you to just overtly say, take it. Trust these people. Take it. And you don't know what the hell is in it. I got my eyebrows raised at that, man. You ain't no damn better than Jim Jones, man. You ain't no better than Jim Jones.
After most of the people drank the liquid, did he tell them it's not poison? I was just testing you.
In November 1978, a concerned congressman, Leo Ryan, flew to Guyana to investigate, accompanied by...
Man, don't ever let nobody lead you that damn much, man. Don't let nobody ever tell you, look, follow me, follow me into the damn abyss. Wherever I go, you go. When I move, you move. Just like that? Nah. Don't never follow these damn cults, man. You gotta be dialed into the heavenly realm, man. For real.
NBC News. While some followers praise Jonestown, others want it out.
What is your wish today? To go back and raise home?
As the congressman left...
It says some people praise Jonestown, some people want it out. If you involved in these damn cults, get out. Get out. Telling you, get out. If you're watching this video right now, at the sound of my voice, if you are under one of these cults that's telling you to put foreign agents in your body, get the hell out. Get out of there. Get out. Be like, look, you could take this little 6-pointed star, slam your little badge on the table and be like, look, I'm going to follow Christ. I'm going to follow Christ. Get the hell up out of there, man. For real. While there's still time.
He took 15 defectors with him, angering Jones.
People play games, Fred. They lie. What can I do about lies? When you people leave us, I just beg you, please leave us.
He ordered gunmen to follow the group to the nearby airstrip, where they opened fire. 5 were killed, including Congressman Ryan, NBC correspondent Don Harris, and cameraman Bob Brown. Sound engineer Steve Sung and field producer Robert Flick escaped.
This man was just leading all kind of people to death, man. Straight up. Let's go to these scriptures. We're going to go to a few scriptures, and we are going to open the lines up this evening. If you gain an edification in this live stream, mash that thumbs up, y'all. We got 926 in here. Let's get 1,000 in here watching this video. All right. We're going to go to some scriptures, y'all, before we open the lines up, though. And when we open the lines up, we're going to be talking about a few things, which I'll go there in a moment. Now, let's go there with the verses. Now, first and foremost, this is the reason why I'm telling y'all the truth. The reason why I'm telling y'all the truth is because I understand the time we're living in right now. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is out for a moment. The truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is just for a moment. It's just for a moment. The truth is going to withstand the test of time. But those lies, they're always going to be uncovered and unveiled. So it's like when you're hearing these various doctrines and these various ideologies and etymologies, they only last for a certain amount of time. They don't, they don't have a resounding place in history. They have no longevity. And you can see that with all of these camps that got all these wild, weird doctrines. Listen, let me tell you something. All of the doctrines of truth are going to flourish forevermore. But all these camps, congregations, and churches, you can see the Christian church right now. It's a total debacle. Because the lies couldn't hold up. The lies wouldn't sustain. You can look at some of these little conscious community dudes. They're totally falling apart. Why? Because the lies cannot sustain. Only the truth is what's going to remain, man. Straight up. Zechariah chapter 8, verse 16. These are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth and peace in your gates. We're supposed to be executing the judgment of truth. Now, am I out here trying to start a war with anybody? I'm not. Listen, this ain't about no beef and trying to, cause any drama. I'm just going to tell you the truth and I'm done with it. After I say what I'm saying in this video, I have nothing else to say. I come in peace. I'm not trying to start a war or anything like that. I come in peace, but I'm going to tell the truth because there's people who are being led astray. And it says in Zechariah, these are the things that ye shall do. Speak ye every man the truth to his neighbor. Execute the judgment of truth. Somebody got to be defenders of the faith. Somebody got to execute judgment of truth, man. Because we could talk about the white man all damn day. We could talk about, all of the police brutality and the dysfunction and the all these organized governmental agencies that come against us. But ultimately, everything that we have to accomplish and fix is within us. The war is inside. The Judas goats, the liars. We got to stop being so damn. We got to stop just having faith in people who are not showing us the truth, man. We got to stop being so damn gullible, man. We got to stop being so gullible. Let's go into these verses, man. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power of. Let's read. Let's actually get the whole verse here. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents. Now I want you to pay attention to the first few words they use. Boasters, proud, blasphemers. And that's what you're looking at with these false prophets. They're always boasting. They're so proud. They're talking like, man, F all that, go ahead and get that BS. All that BS y'all talking. Y'all know what y'all talk about. Y'all conspiracies. Oh, you so proud. Oh, you boasting so much. Oh, you just know that's the right way to go, huh? Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemous, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors. They're despisers of those that are good. They despise when the truth come out for real, when the real truth come out. They're traitors. These people are damn traitors, man. They working for them damn people, man. It's more dark and sinister than you think it is. Don't think that these people are just, they don't know the direction to go, so they just, putting it out there, go ahead and take the vaccine. No, that's on purpose. You're a damn traitor. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Oh, you got a form of godliness because guess what? You got the Bible. You know how to break down some precepts. So yeah, you got a form of godliness. It's a form of godliness right there. But you're denying the power of. If you're telling us we need foreign agents in our body to have good health, if you're telling us we need monkey pus, rat piss, aborted baby fetal tissue, and every damn thing else under the sun in our bodies to stay healthy, safe, and strong, you're denying the power of the Most High. I mean, damn, even the Christian churches was laying hands on people at one point. How the same Negroes that's telling you not to eat pork for over a decade, over decades, telling you not to eat swine's flesh, but then they turn around and tell you to get monkey pus, rat piss, aborted DNA shoved up your ass. How is that possible? How are they telling you to put a foreign agent in your body? They don't even know what the hell is in it, but telling you to go take it. But they're telling you not to eat swine's flesh, not to eat pork. You hypocrites gonna be put to death. Straight up. And after that white man that you claim you hate so damn much, after that white man, after he done using you, after he's done using you, guess what? He gonna put a bullet in your damn head too, because you can lead too many people. That's how it's gonna go down. When he's done using you, when he's done with you, you're going to be laid out. Believe that. And I don't give a damn what nobody say, because I'm about my people, man. I'm about my people. You ain't going to lead my people to death, man. People who want to come into the truth of the Most High. People who want the knowledge. People who want the wisdom. People who are actually trying to peel that book open. You're going to tell them to put a foreign agent in their body? And let's say people don't die. Let's say people don't just drop dead like it's Jim Jones. You still was used. Because if that's a test run, guess what? When they roll out the real mark of the beast, they already know who they're going to use. If that's just a test run, they know who they're going to use. I'm not going to sugarcoat a damn thing. I stand alone, man. When I tell you I stand alone in this truth, it's me. I'm here on my own. I don't speak for NIOC. Those are my brothers that I mobilize with, and better believe those are my brothers. And I highly respect the opinions of my brothers. But we are our own men. That's the difference between, true Israel and these damn government officials. We are all our own men. We don't have one mind frame. We all looking at things from a different angle, and we respect each other. We're not telling you, hey, look, you follow me. I'm your leader. Christ is your leader. If you're a man, Christ is your leader. This ain't the time to be following these damn groups. It's this time. The reason why you've been isolated, the reason why you've been separated and put on lockdown is because the Most High's hands is in this. He wants you to actually go to him. All you men, all you head of households. He wants you to go to him. He wants you to go to the word. He done took jobs from us. He done took everything from us. He done stripped us down to the bare minimum so we can get to ourselves and actually find Christ, find the truth. Christ's hands is in it. The Most High's hands is in all this. He's working with us, man. These damn devils, man, they're going to be exposed, man. They're going to be exposed. And I don't give a damn who you are. I have no respect for people who are leading my people to the damn slaughter. Because ultimately, that's what you're doing. I think they work for them people. It's my opinion. I think they are control opposition. It's all about racism. It's all about people being divided. I got people of all races who basically have learned from my videos, who have changed their lives. All races, y'all. East Indians, white, all races. We ain't gonna sit here and keep on causing all this damn division in our people. Because there are people who are, listen, there are white people who are with us. And there's ones who are against us. Matthew chapter 5, verse 37. Let your communication be yea, yea, or nay, nay, for whatever is more than these coming of evil. Let your communication either be yea or nay. The media is giving you a Hegelian dialect. Yea or nay means yes or no. Take the vaccinations, but I understand why people don't trust the vaccinations. Yea or nay. The news get on TV. Hey, I understand the Tuskegee experiments, but you know, take the vaccinations. Nah. Yay or nay. Yes or no. Be straight up. I'm not lukewarm in this truth. It's either you evil as hell, and you wicked as hell, or you righteous. It ain't no in between. It ain't no gray areas for me. It ain't no gray areas. And it's a damn shame the camp that started it all are just wicked as hell. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that the camp that started it all are wicked as hell. The white man knew who to go to, though. He knew who to go to. He went to the most reputable source possible. Oh, they got all their pieces covered. Ain't no lukewarm, man. Yea or nay. John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abodes not in the truth, because there's no truth in him. When he speak of a lie, he speak of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. You speak of lies, and if you don't know the truth, you don't say a damn thing. Conspiracy theories, really. If you are a black man in America, if you are Latino, Native American, if you anybody from the diaspora, and you don't think nobody's conspiring against you, you are totally lost. Totally lost. And I don't mind opening up the lines tonight because I don't give a damn what people think, man. If you opposing the truth, then I don't mind getting on no phone conversation with you because I defend the faith. I get riled up about this truth. This is bigger than a damn vaccination. You seeing who is who right now. You seeing exactly who is who. And it's being magnified. You know who is who right now in the world. Not playing no games with these people, man. The Lord ain't playing with you people. You better repent. You better repent, man. Seriously. You better repent. That's all I'm saying. The Most High is not playing no games, bro. Psalms chapter 5, verse 6. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. Yeah. You deceitful men are going to be destroyed. The Lord is going to destroy you. I see you. I see who you are. The Lord ain't playing no games with y'all. Lead not my people astray. For those who hurt my little ones, You better than have a great millstone tied around your damn neck and thrown to the bottom of the damn ocean. John, 1 John chapter 1. That which was from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have spoken upon, and our hands have handled of the word of life. We knew from the beginning that this truth was about life, not death. When you come into this truth, you get life. You're not afraid to die because you got eternal life. The hell with these damn groups. That's how I feel. If it ain't NIOC, which I know is doing community work, and I know they ain't under no 501c3, I'm going to tell you right now. If you under a 501c3, I ain't rocking with you. If you tax exempt, I'm just not rocking with you. If the Most High didn't bring if he didn't bring your congregation and camp to where it's supposed to be, giving you all the necessary tools, items, finances himself. If you had to sign some government papers to be financially straight and do your church, I ain't rocking with you, period. I ain't rocking with you. Straight like that. If you tax exempt, not rocking with you. Because guess what? If the truth is in you, like, if the truth is where, if the truth is what you're bringing, the Most High God is going to make sure your work is blessed. He's going to make sure you have all the finances and everything. You ain't got to sign no paper. Christ and the disciples ain't signed no damn paper to get finances from the government to do what they do. Nothing. Christ and the disciples ain't signed it, so why you Negroes signing it? I'm telling you, man. No cut cards, man. It is 2021. It's getting intense out here, and we can't be afraid to speak the damn truth. Everybody want to walk on eggshells. I ain't scared of these damn people. The Lord is my protection. Ain't nobody intimidated, scared, none of that. The hell with these damn people. That's where they going ultimately. Let's find out who they gonna lead with them. Now, when we do call-ins tonight, what I want you brothers and sisters to call in about is since being on lockdown, how have you moved closer to Christ? Closer to the truth? And I want to know how y'all feel about all this separation that's going on and how the Most High God is still involved in all of this. How even through separation, isolation, and all the perils that we're going through in the earth, how we're still gravitating towards the truth. And also, if you're opposing, if you're a member of any of these groups, right? Any of these groups. I don't care what group it is. If you're a member, a group that's 501c3, tax exempt, a group who is pro-vaccination, feel free to call in. Feel free to call in. And you can state your claim. You can go to scriptures and everything. And the calling number is in the description box. In case you don't know what the call-in is, it's 470-363-1168. And we are connected. Now, when you call in, make sure it's turned down in the background. Pennsylvania, you're on the line and you're live.
New Breed, what's up, man?
What's good with you, young brother?
It's good, man. I just want to give you, I don't know if you remember me, Daniel Jr. I just want to give you a Bible verse.
Okay, bring them out.
All praise to the Most High is what I want to say. New Breed, you're doing your thing. I saw you on NIOC last night, man. You're doing your thing.
Thank you, brother. I'm glad you caught the show. That's what's up.
No problem. All right, so listen. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. It says, because what you were saying, see, most of our brothers, they switched up on us. They're traitors. See, when we came on slave ships, we came because, and I do my own research, we came because we didn't follow the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. Women were wearing tents. Men were shaving their beards. You know, they were shaving their heads. They weren't following the Most High God's law, statutes, and commandments. So, Deuteronomy 28, verse 15, it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not listen to the Lord thy God, which is the laws that he has given us, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And basically, that means we got our own brothers giving into the white community. What sense does that make? Like, we came here together. Our ancestors, they came here together. And then you want to switch up to the white man. Why do you want to go to hell with the white man when you could be in the kingdom with the Most High God? Huh? It don't make sense. And it gets me so riled up. And God's people should be riled up right now. But we should always, God said, see, Moses was a king at this. And I do my research. And Moses was very wise. He fasted. He was fasting. He was praying. He was doing all that. He was on that mountain. He climbed that mountain just to get the law, statutes, and commandments. Moses didn't play. He was a king of his word. And that's what I call That's what I call you. You a king of your word. You are a king. Are here. See, when you tell somebody you a king, right? You tell somebody you a king, they say, where's your crown? You see, Christ had hair like wool. His hair was white like wool. See, that's why we got our hair. See, you got dreads. You know what I'm saying? Samson had dreads. Samson had long hair. And that's where he got his power from in the book of Samson. He had long hair. That's where he got his power from. See, they not playing with us, man. See,
man. And young brother, you just brung some stuff out too. And in case,
I ain't realized.
Oh, you got it, brother. But you know what? You bringing some stuff out. For those who don't know, this young brother right here is 13 years old, a boxer. What number are you rated again in the country?
Number 10. I'm going to a tournament and in January now. They postponed it because of COVID.
Right. Young brother rated number 10 in the country. And hey, listen, this young brother know more than these. Look, the scriptures told you out of the mouth of babes. Because this brother know the reason why we failed. Because we didn't honor the law, statutes, and commandments. It wasn't because of the white man that we failed. It's because we didn't honor our law, statutes, and commandments. So when you see all of these groups on the streets talking about the white man, we got to look at ourselves and say, you know what? We got to keep these laws. We can't build a whole doctrine based on the white man when we got problems that we got to sort out. And that's why it's important that we deal with these problems when they come. We can't be silent about it. You got it, brother.
Listen, let me tell you. Remember when I called in earlier, like I think like 2 times ago, I told you about the vaccine and how like they're gonna force you to take the vaccine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Now guess what's happening?
What's happening?
They saying if you don't take these, they trying to force me to get the vaccine. They saying if you don't take the vaccine, you ain't going to school. Listen, I die by a gun. You're not putting that vaccine on me. You know why?
Why,
you know
brother?
Why? Because it's going to take way more than one vaccine to destroy the children of the Most High. But I'm not putting that vaccine on me because I'm not being destroyed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been here for a higher purpose. I know why I'm here. We all know why we're here. Everybody in this live stream, I can't speak for everybody, but most of these people, we are chosen by the Most High God. We know why we're here. And during this 2020, during everything that's been going on, the Most High God's been giving me visions because my uncle brought me into the truth, but I speak for myself. Like I'm not reading all the time. I see it like basically like once a month. I have to teach myself, man. My dad, you know, he's not into the truth. My family not into the truth, so I teach myself. See, and I take it serious, man, because it's like at the end of the day, I wasn't here just to be here. I was here for a purpose, you know?
Right. Absolutely, brother. Thank you for sharing your testimony coming through, man.
All praise to the Most High.
13
Doing your
years old.
thing.
Thank you, brother. You too, family.
All right, shalom.
All right, shalom. 13 years old teaching himself. And you telling me we got to follow behind these damn camps. 13 years old, he's peeling that book open. 13 years old warrior, a young warrior. Michigan, you on the line and you're live.
Yo, what's poppin', man?
What's good with you, brother? You on the line and you're live.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just wanted to say praise the Most High, man. And this year with the whole COVID thing going on, and I've been being gang stalked pretty heavily, and it really showed me, like, just at first it made me really lonely type shit, and just how strong and how powerful our God is, because in the worst of situations, he's going to show us that light and whatnot. And there's just a lot more evil than people really think there is out here, but God has really blessed me with the eye to see through this shit, so.
Right. All praises to the Most High. Although you've been gang stalked, you still are giving praise and honor to the Most High, and you found out how strong he is. Thank you for that testimony, brother. I appreciate that. And I'm pretty sure others do too. Thank you, brother.
What's up, man? Much love to you, man, and keep on doing your thing.
All right. Thank you. Shalom. Yeah. Yeah, even those who are going through organized mobbing, finding the power of the Most High during this lockdown. Texas, you're on the line and you're live. Oh, we lost Texas. In case you don't know, the number is in the description box. It's 470-363-1168. North Carolina, you're on the line and you're live.
Wow. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I did not expect it. Yo.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
All praises.
Oh, bro, I gotta give appreciation for you and your live streams, man. All your videos, everything you've done, all the words you said, bro. You got me through tough times. Got me through just the reality of the situation, the world today, man.
Thank you.
Just, bro, all praise to
all praises to the Most High, man.
But really, just to give a quick testimony on what you've been talking about tonight.
Okay.
That's really what I've been thinking about ever since I really came into enlightenment. I'm kind of proud to say it, but also ashamed at the same time to say drugs is really what got me here.
Okay.
It led me into a dark path first, which eventually led me to find, the Most High God. Excuse me, bro. Like, I'm honestly really shaking right now because, like, this is honestly, like, really helping me right now because it's like, I really felt ever since I've come to really learn how demons work, how angels work at the same time, really just how surreal everything is. It's really made me feel like I've gone crazy to some degree. It's comforting to know that there's actually a higher power, that there's actually a bigger meaning to life than us being on a rock, us being of all monkeys and shit, just going to work to get dollars just to die and have our kids do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly like, it's a good feeling. But it's also like at the same time, it's to some degree, sometimes it can be hard to deal with just because it's like with the environment, just like how the first caller was talking about, your parents might not be hip to it, your family members might not be hip to it, your friends might not even believe you on the crap. So it makes you feel like you're just kind of like going crazy, like
right.
You're just kind of like bugging out and everybody else is normal. And you're just kind of like,
Yeah, no, I totally
falling back.
No, I totally understand. And it's kind of like we're going through a great deal of grief because of that, because the scriptures tell you that much knowledge bring much wisdom and also grief. Because here it is, you living in this world where you can see the truth. You know the day of Christ is at hand. You know that people are being misled. You know that people are operating in their lower self, and they're just trusting everything the media tells them. I mean, everything. You could see the uncertainty on them. It's almost like people are literally becoming like crazy. I made a video not too long ago speaking about the paradox. It's like common sense just disappeared. There's not even no common sense left. So when you're sitting there and you're looking at this picture and you're watching your people, it can be kind of difficult because you almost feel like you're on your own. You're by yourself. But at the same time, for a lot of us, that's what the Most High wanted to do for our soul's sake. He created this environment for us. He created this environment where everything around us would make absolutely no sense, pull us out, bring us to a place of isolation and loneliness so we can go to him. And because look, I believe in the seal of God. We were sealed, but before we were even born, the Most High's people were already sealed. And we were created for this day and age, for this time. He sealed us, but he had to wake us up at a certain point. At a certain point in time, he had to wake us up. Some woke up earlier than others, some just waking up. But all in all, hey, we here now. Now it ain't no turning back. We can't turn back because the world don't make no damn sense. What we gonna turn back to? Only thing we can rely on is Christ. Only thing we can rely on is the word of God, right? So that's just where we at with it. But no doubt, I'm grateful for your testimony. I'm pretty sure this helped a lot of people out. I'm gonna take a few more calls, but I thank you for your call in, brother.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, bro. You got me crying over here. Shalom, man.
Hey, shalom, brother. Peace to you, brother. Shalom.
Peace.
And for all brothers who are looking for that brotherhood, I'll lead you to the NIOC because it's a brother that I trust, that I know personally. And if you want the brotherhood and the sisterhood, I'll give you the information. California, you're on the line and you're live.
What up, New Breed? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing very, very good. I just wanted to call in. It's my first time ever calling in on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But I've been following you for about 2 years, and you really helped me through my journey. At one point, I was diving into the side of I guess what you would call a conscious community.
Okay.
And I've been raised up through a Christian background. Basically, you brought me back over to that side, putting all my faith in the Most High.
Oh, praises, man. All glory to the Most High. Man, put a flame emoji. Hold on, brother. Let me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, brothers, put some flame emojis in that chat because this brother came from the conscious community. To the truth, man. Man, all praises, brother. Go ahead, brother. Share your testimony, man. That's a good thing because a lot of people don't. Once they get that esoteric belief, they don't come back. They gone. But you, man, all praises.
Yes, sir. So basically, I'm trying to wrap it up, keep it short.
You got it.
2020 has really honed in and showed me people who we may look up to or people who we might have looked to for advice before are really exposing themselves. I feel like the veil has really came off this year.
Mm-hmm.
If you really just pay attention, people are exposing themselves. Family members. I've been dealt with feeling isolated, I guess, through family members trying to expose to them certain things that we can see that they don't. It's like a lot of people are just blindly following, whatever they see on TV or whatever information that doesn't truly make sense. They just blindly follow it. And like you said earlier, through love, you're trying to help those around you wake up to the truth, and it's tough.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, I just want to thank you for doing what you're doing and you're definitely helping change lives out here.
Thank you, brother. All praises to the Most High, man. Just let it be known, I'm nothing, brother. I'm just dirt. The Most High, He chooses who He gonna choose, and that's all it is to it. And whatever the Most High showed me, He can show the same thing to you and everybody else. You know, we just gotta really plug into our God and pray and do all of the take all the necessary steps as brothers in this truth. But I thank you, brother. I thank you for the encouraging words. Have a blessed evening. Thank you for your calling.
You as well. Thank you.
All right, peace. Yeah, the men of the Most High waking up, man. Get into that word, y'all. All right, we got California on the line, and you alive. You got to turn it down in the background. You got to turn it down in the background, bro. Shalom. Yep.
Cool, man. I've been following your channel for quite some time now, man. You know, as it stands now, you know, we're living in a crazy world, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot going on. It's a lot to take in, right?
Most definitely. I mean, like, I've kind of been aware of, you know, just a lot of things that really go down. But, you know, everyone, like, around me is still just asleep, man. It's just baffles my mind every day. Like, I'll be walking around in public, you know, like wearing a mask and stuff like that, and I'd be getting looks and stuff, you know, it's just
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, but we among the dead, walking. It's like Night of the Living Dead, brother. But how have you grown closer to the truth because of everything that's going on?
Because I mean, like, you know, before, I guess, you know, I say, you know, welcome to the truth. You know, before that, you know, I was always worried about, you know, what other people would think and stuff like that. And, you know, like, nowadays, you know, I'm just, you know, I felt like I found myself. I seem like I really found myself. You know, I found out who I am.
Mm-hmm. That's a great feeling.
Because, you know,
I said, that's a great feeling. Finding out who you are.
Yeah. It's brought me closer to God. You know, because the power that beats is given time, you know, just a lot of evil that's going on in this world. And a lot of people don't realize that, you know, people are just being deceived left and right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but you know what? Bless your eyes that you see and your ears that you hear. Just make sure that with this knowledge learned, you hit the ground running. You know? You hit the ground running with it because, like I told one of the last callers, it ain't no turning back now. There ain't nothing to turn back to. You know? I mean, the world, this whole system is falling. This satanic system is falling right before our eyes. It's the reality of the situation. So you just continue to stay in this truth, brother. If you want any brotherhood, you know, just send me an email. I'll leave an email in the description box. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to lead you to Abaya Adonai at Inside the Nation Radio, because that's who we build with. But thank you for the call, and I'm going to actually take one more call. But I appreciate your testimony, brother. Have a blessed evening.
You too.
All right, shalom. We're taking one more call, y'all. One more call. And it's Texas. Shalom, you're on the line and you're live.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello?
Yep. You're on the line and you're live. How have you became closer to the truth since this whole lockdown COVID-19 experience?
Honestly, before COVID, I was lost and in darkness, and I feel like COVID, like by myself and really trying to find myself, helped me a lot and started waking up. And I recently started watching your videos, and I appreciate everything you say, because when I started thinking the way and feeling the way I do now, I thought like I was the only one feeling that way. And like every time I try to talk to someone, they'll be like, girl, you tripping.
Right.
But now I like that I'm not crazy, because everybody just be thinking I'm paranoid, and a lot of the stuff I'm saying is fake. And they mostly just look at Instagram and stuff. And COVID helped me wake up and everything. And the Most High got me out of darkness.
Absolutely. Ain't it amazing how the Most High could take such a cataclysm in society to actually bring us in the right direction? And we have yeah, it's great. And I mean, appreciate where you at right now. Having that sense of belonging and understanding of yourself. Appreciate that. Because a lot of people don't know what the hell's going on in their own mind. You know, they're literally plugged into a damn matrix. They don't know what's going on. And you gotta really be grateful the Most High chose you. And you know, I know you're a new subscriber. Just continue to watch and get the lessons. And hopefully I hear from you again. I'd like to thank you for calling in. And thanks for the support.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Shalom.
All right, shalom. That's a blessing. And that was the last call. And listen, again, I'm not out here trying to start no wars, no beefs. There's too much of that going on. I'm here to tell the truth. The truth is not personal. I don't want to see people misled. If I don't warn people who gravitating towards these congregations, because you got to understand, a lot of people, when they come to New Breed's channel, they only see one man, one person. A lot of people, once they learn the truth, they desire to be in groups and organizations. But I have to be the filter. A lot of the times I'm one of the filters of new people coming in. I can't allow people to be led astray because they're looking for brotherhood and sisterhood. You know, it's just not right. And somebody got to speak up against it, because everybody like to tiptoe and walk on eggshells. Like, no, these people are damn devils. They're wicked. Straight up. And, you know, I'm not going to watch my people be misled at all. I'm going to always speak the truth. And that's what makes this platform what it is. Not having any cut cards. And that's been since the inception of the New Breed to the World Over platform. There's a lot of videos that end up being taken down. But what makes this so authentic is just telling the truth, man. When nobody else wants to say it, I'm going to say it. And we're not going to just live and let live when people are leading people to destruction. And again, even if this vaccination does not kill the people, the government has a good idea who they can intrude upon. These are supposed to be the mighty men of the Bible who are willing to defend and hold the fort down for them and their families. They're supposed to be the standing army saying, no, nobody's coming over here and doing nothing to our people. They're supposed to be those men. But they telling you to trust people who've never had our best interests at heart. And we just can't stand for it. Somebody got to be a defender of the faith. Somebody got to be willing to speak the truth, even if it costs them their life. Even if it costs you your life to speak the truth in this day and age, only thing I'll get is a crown at the end for speaking the truth. Don't fall for these deceivers, these liars. They appear to be like us, but they're not. Just because somebody got a Bible in front of them, don't mean that they are people of the truth. Listen, when we got over here in slave ships, when we landed on Plymouth Rock, the white man had a Bible in front of him, but he wasn't teaching us the Bible. He was teaching his own agenda. He was teaching you to be a good slave. And now the mighty men of the book, supposedly the mighty men of the book, are teaching us to do the same damn thing, be a good slave. No other community of people are being treated like damn guinea pigs but us. No other group of, there's no conspiracy behind that. Imagine going into an Amish neighborhood and trying to get them to take vaccinations. Not happening. Just not happening. Where is our standing army? Where is our forefront? We have no order whatsoever. No order. Only opportunists. Only sheep's or wolves rather in sheep's clothing. Beware of false prophets. Beware, y'all. Yeah, they speak with passion, but they're being used. And we went into the sources on this video. We went into the sources. But if this video helped you out in your walk and your journey, make sure you share the video. And also, y'all hit it with another thumbs up so when it's posted, it fluctuates properly through the algorithm. If you gain something from this video, y'all, one last time, just if you haven't hit the thumbs up and you watch this video, thumb the video up and let it fluctuate because the truth got to be broadcasted, man. And if you gaining from this, don't be selfish. It's just hitting a button. Now, also, if you would like exclusive content, the link to my Patreon will be on the description box. Also, follow me on Instagram because I post a lot of up and coming dates for events and things of that nature. Thank y'all for watching. As always, y'all have a blessed day, blessed evening. With that being said, shalom and peace.